Well, Gary Sutton is sitting on Tennessee's death row after being convicted of murder more than 3 decades ago. But tonight, some say investigators got the wrong guy.
Fox 17 News' Dennis Ferrier started digging into this story about this time last year. Tonight, he investigates new evidence calling this conviction into question.
There are big problems with 3 of the big witnesses in the Gary Sutton conviction. We have driven hundreds of miles from Gatlinburg to Kentucky to re-interview these witnesses. Here's what we've discovered.
Tommy Griffin was murdered with a shotgun near a Blount County creek at the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. His sister Connie was burned alive in her car in thick woods in nearby Sevier County. There were 2 key witnesses for the prosecution, one for each murder. But both of those witnesses say the testimony used in court was either inaccurate or edited to fit the prosecution of Gary Sutton and not the whole truth. Let's begin with Tommy Griffin. A witness named Jason McDonald said he heard shots at the Blue Hole Creek, but he also said he saw a black boxy car leaving the scene. That didn't help the prosecution. They needed it to be a white truck or a white Camaro, because witnesses saw Tommy Griffin with a woman in a black boxy car before his death.
It would have validated Gary Sutton and James Dillinger's claim that Tommy Griffin left the jail in a black boxy vehicle. Correct.
That's huge.
It is huge. And when I showed Jason McDonald a picture of a black Ford Fairlane, he said, that's it.
Jason McDonald's sworn statement, quote, "I am 100% positive that the vehicle I saw fleeing the scene after hearing 3 gunshots was not a white truck or Chevy Camaro." We spoke to him on the phone. He confirmed everything in his statement. He even agreed to do an on-camera interview and then backed out at the last minute. Now on to the second murder. This woman, Barbara Jones, said she saw a white truck leaving the scene of Connie Branham's murder. But here's the thing. Barbara Jones says prosecutors took her out to a parking lot before she testified and showed her Sutton's uncle's truck. Then in the photo lineup of white trucks, Sutton's uncle's truck was the only one even close to what she saw that day. The other trucks were very different.
So that's bothered me for a long time.
They never did show her Lester Johnson's white truck, an alternate suspect who had a motive and the same kind of truck.
I cannot tell you 100% that was that truck. That truck was moving it out of there. I just know it was a white truck with a toolbox and mud tires on it. I didn't see who was in the truck. I didn't see their faces.
Well, years later, when I come to her and show her the picture of the white Dodge truck that Lester Johnson was driving, she said that could have been it. She wasn't sure. She wasn't sure if it was that one.
There's more. Because of alibis, the prosecution needed Tommy Griffin's murder to happen on Friday. Their star witness, disgraced medical examiner Charles Harlan, who lost his medical license for sloppy and inaccurate autopsies. Harlan testified Griffin died on Friday, even though other medical examiners said Griffin was killed on Monday, that Harlan misled the court about how rigor mortis works. Other credible medical examiners said Griffin died on Monday, which would have destroyed the prosecution's case against Sutton. Sutton's new lawyer, Daniel Lofton.
You have a hard enough time connecting the dots when it's circumstantial, and then if it's coming from a source that's not credible, it's just sort of a double out.
If this all adds up to a suspicious prosecution, you are not alone. Gary Sutton was actually granted a new trial, but his public defender missed the filing deadline for paperwork granting a new trial. Missed the most important deadline in Gary Sutton's death row life. How inexcusable is it to miss a deadline on something as important as an opportunity for a new trial?
I mean, for Gary Sutton, it's literally a life and death thing.
Sutton has been on death row 32 years. He has used his time to become an artist, creating all kinds of things for friends and family and people who have encouraged him, while he waits for the governor, the first real hope in decades.
It's a living nightmare. I mean, it's something it's like a nightmare that you really can't get out of. I mean, it's you keep waking up to it over and over every day.
Believe it or not, there's even more. We just keep finding more problems with the case. Look for a follow-up soon. Meanwhile, the governor has a request to review this case on his desk. I'm Dennis Ferrier, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.